This camera's much better. Way better than the other fucking piece of crap I had. Alright, let's see. Oh shit, that's what I was gonna do. I don't know if I can do it on here, can I? What's up, Kev? Kelv? I always want to say Kevin for some reason. I don't know. Let's see if I can post my wish list ad. I'm sorry. It's kind of spelled the same. What's up, Roger? Welcome. Yeah, let's see. Maybe if I comment on... Let's see. Maybe if I do my own comment, I might be able to share my Amazon link. My house is coming together good, if you can't tell. It's getting close. What's up, Jody? I recently discovered Temu. $50 on there can get you quite a bit. So I was thinking about buying these. Found like a whole pots and pans set on there for like $45, but I'm afraid to cook with it. I don't want to buy it because of that. What if I get poisoned from the metal? But I feel like the furniture and stuff, I mean, it pretty much looks just like shit Amazon would do for like returns or stolen stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't care if it's stolen as long as it works. Okay, let's see. View channel. Hey, this fucking weirdo's live right now. Whoa, it just echoes. That was weird. Yeah, it was non-stop. I was like, huh. Ben 10, he's here? What happened? Where are we going with this? Here's my wish list to you guys if you want to spoil me. Okay, let's do that. All right. Man, I had like 7 viewers there at one point. Ben 10, like the anime character, cartoon dude. What's everyone doing today? Did you guys do anything fun? I didn't. There's no point in asking me. Work away. Oh, yeah, that's what I figured. I figured it was like the cartoon. My day's been all right. I have to pay rent on the 22nd, so once I do that, I'll be good. Then I can relax the rest of the month almost. Hell yeah. I'm glad your day's been good, Jody. Did you guys do anything fun, or do you have anything fun planned? I'm wondering why my reels aren't doing good. So I started using like my AI bot to edit them, and it gives me like 8, 9, or 10 shorts. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll just post them, and hopefully one day they'll take off. But they're not. They're getting like 15, 20, 25 views. Oh, damn. 12 tornadoes? Dude, it has been windy as fuck here, too. It is crazy. Not like, well, probably. I mean, it's like, where I'm at, we live on like the bottom of a mountain, so it's really windy. Like, we have over 100-mile-an-hour winds here. It's ridiculous. My house was shaking yesterday. I was like, oh my God. The roof? No. Well, that's the thing about Vegas. Like all these houses, like my walls are like concrete. Like if you need to screw a screwdriver into it, you have to hit it with a hammer first to get it through the first part of it. And it's because we have so many dust storms and shit around here. It's like sand blasting your house all day long. Yeah, I've never been in a tornado though. It's scary. It's weird. It's weird to think about tornadoes back in the day compared to now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've never seen one in person, so I could be wrong about this, but like 20 years ago, even like little tornadoes used to lift tractors up off the ground and like tear houses from the foundations. And even like F4 tornadoes now don't lift cars off the ground or tractors. They barely tear houses apart, most of them. I'm like, what's going on with the weather? It's almost like it's definitely man-made. I know that. It might not be directly made. Nah, it has to be the solar farms. There's no other explanation for it. In the weird clouds in the sky that they create with the airplanes. Yeah, that would suck. East Tennessee, what's up, Steve Lamb? Did you have any tornadoes over there in Tennessee? I feel like you guys get a lot of them. Tornadoes for breakfast. Right. Man, I'm still so far away from being monetized on YouTube. It's fucking depressing. Not in your end of the state. Oh, must be nice. Under Tennessee. I always wanted to go to Tennessee. I need 800 more watch hours, you guys. I feel like it never moves. I feel like it's been 800 for 2 months. I used to live in the mountains. Georgia. Georgia Peach. That's me. Hey, are you guys checking out my wish list up top here? It's got some amazing stuff on it. Oh, I need to buy or have someone buy blank canvas art because I'm really good at painting and the stuff I need is abstract. And when you look up abstract painting, that's like, let's see, 8 feet by 5 feet. It's like $700 plus. But I could buy the paint and the canvas for like $250 total. I was like, I could paint that and probably sell it for $1,000. Do I paint often? No, I haven't painted in a while, but I mean, one, it's abstract painting. I can show you something that I did paint. This was a while ago. It's my spirit animal. I even see my name. That's my. We have the same mom, but most of my tattoos I design, like my back and stuff, my spine. So I mean, I can do it. And abstract's really not complicated. I mean, there's not much to it, I guess. It's not harder than what's on my back, I can tell you that. Abstract's like that shit hung up on my wall back there. It's simple. Hate people. Am I that interesting? Ah, thanks. They just wanted to see the back tattoo. Once it catches up, turn back around, everyone will leave. If that's the case, I wish I could just show my back tattoo and become famous. It worked once on TikTok, but well, actually, I do have one droopy eye. Oh, fuck. I got hit. I actually have a scar on it. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, like down in here. Pretty much, I got punched, and it was one of those incidents where they hit upwards. My eye went like that, and this bone split my whole eyelid, and just kind of like, it wasn't fun. Let's just say that. And now I'm stuck like this. Home is where you make it. I wish I could go. Who's that one? Adam Sandler. God, he's in a lot of his movies. That dude can do some crazy, wild cross eyes. Oh my God, he cracks me up. I don't know how people keep their eyes so wide when they do it. I like to know things. Oh, hurt my head. Oh. You what? You can't remember an Adam Sandler? A what? Is that spell check or something? Did it mean to say I can remember every single Adam Sandler movie? Because he's amazing. I've watched his movies like 10,000 times. I love that fucking dude. It brings joy to my life. And Kevin Hart, but I honestly don't know how much longer Kevin Hart's going to continue doing things. It'd be nice to see Kevin Hart do a lot of movies and comedy, but I think his comedy days are done. I mean, he puts it, well, maybe his new stuff. He just doesn't need to anymore. There's nothing to prove. He doesn't need any more money. He might do it. I don't know. Seems to put out like one every 5 years. But he sells out like billions. Oh, I know. Happy Gilmore too. I'm excited to see it, but I mean, he did have a really good point, and so I like Grown Ups too. His sequels have always been decent, but even he was worried. He's like, I don't know if we'll be able to make it as good. So hopefully, I guess he spent like years. Someone just asked me if I wanted to be their sugar baby. Yeah, do you want all my bank account information? How are you doing today, Would you like to be my sugar baby and get $300 weekly allowance? Where are you from and how old are you? I mean, it sounds good, but right off the first thing, she's already asking from the state I'm in and how old I am. So there's two of the things you need for bank fraud. Let's see if I can catch her in the other things. I ain't gonna give her the right stuff. Let's see. Do you have Cash App? Because you ain't getting my bank. That's usually how they get you. I remember when I first started doing this, I got those all the time. And they were all like, yeah, we need to deposit this, or we can wire this money to your account. And I was like, I am fucking sending you my account number. Good Lord. But I mean, if you got Cash App, you fucking send me some money, sure. Take $300 a week. Yeah, I don't click links that anyone sends me. That started with Facebook because their little messenger, like my mom and everyone was getting hacked. And it was like they'd send you a link and they'd be like, is this you? With like an oh my God emoji. Then you click on it and then you're hacked. Everyone in your whole list gets that same message. And then if they click it, they're hacked. And it was like I was like, oh, fuck that. In the emails. I got this email yesterday, and I always open it because it'll be like Andrew, and then it'll have no caption to it, and then it'll say like images attached. Well, I clicked on the email, and luckily I don't have to click the attachment. I can just read it. But it was like, you have made a $498 purchase. To confirm this purchase or deny it or whatever, like, and then it was going to make me click to read more. And I was like, let me check my bank account real quick. So I went to my bank and checked to see if it charged me for $400 or $500. And I'm like, God, I'm happy I'm like smart enough not to click on these things. Because all it takes is one slip up like that and you lose everything. Like, those people are quick. They're very convincing. And they don't even need to be convincing. So what was this? This was back in, let's see, it's 2025. So this would have been 2020, 2021. It was about 5 months before I moved to Vegas. My whole bank account got drained. I was filling up my gas at Albertsons. I used my debit card. Good evening, Coldplay. And once you enter your that pin, I had a card reader in that motherfucker. Entered my pin. They got everything. These people in Turkey made a fake ID. Pulled out $10,600 from my savings account. Drained it completely dry. I don't know how it was done. Like, a fake ID was used, and I still haven't got my money back. Like, the banks didn't take care of it. And I've had US banks since I was like, I think my dad opened up a savings account and checkings account when I was like 6 years old. I mean, I've had them for like 25, 26 years. They didn't, it wasn't like a fraud case. It was a theft case. And the FBI took it over and they put me on this restitution list. I was like, so you mean to tell me I have to wait for this guy or this group of people to get locked up and then they have to pay me back after they're locked up? Making 15 cents an hour? Huh. You fuck me, right? Yeah, God. He's like, or he gets locked up and he's got $10 million in his bank account and you just happen to be one of the people that receives money. So one day I could wake up to $10,600 being in my bank account. Man, I can flex for you, but there ain't nothing there. Oh, it's intimidation muscle. It's like intimidation crab. You think it's real and it's made by Jesus, but it's just not. It's not real. It's an imitation. I haven't worked out in years. Starting to get my abs back. I'm on this 6 French toast a day diet. If I do this, yep, they're still not coming in. I'm just fat. I have to live with it for the rest of my life. Hey, Barbie. My name's Ken. I sent my dad this meme today. It cracked me up. I was laughing my fucking dick off because it's very true. I'm waiting for it to fucking. Come on. I know you guys can read it, but oh, is it like a sweet spot? Yeah, it says after so much dedication and sacrifice, I can finally say I have a body like Rocky Balboa. That's what it gets you, you know. That motherfucker ran up mountains his whole life. He looks like my dad. Probably a lot stronger than my dad, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure that motherfucker can still bench press 300 pounds. My dad can't even squat 300 pounds. I have an assist. I told my cameraman I'd start going with him. But I gotta see if I can afford my bills as is before I even want to start thinking about going to the gym. Because when I start going to the gym, I'm gonna have to start eating correctly. Otherwise, going to the gym is fucking pointless. And food is expensive here. Yeah, well, thank you. I mean, if I have to eat correctly and eat chicken and eggs every day, we're talking 12 eggs a day. That's $5 a day in eggs and chicken. You got 3.5 pounds of chicken a day. That'll be expensive here. God, I think it's like $2 a pound, maybe, depending on where I go, I guess. So yeah, we're looking at probably $30 a day just in food if I want to start bodybuilding again, which if I go to the gym, there's no point in doing things half-ass, so I'm going to start juicing again. Eggs are very expensive. Like I basically live on eggs, bread, and cereal right now. French toast. I make a lot of it. And stew. Make chicken stew once a week, but I think a thing of milk and 3 big bags of cereal. So the cereal I can get on sale, like the big ones. Cookie Crisp. I found it at fucking Winco for like $3 for a big bag. I was like, oh shit, yeah. But I can eat one of those whole big bags in 2 days. So, but that's pretty cheap for a week's worth of food. 1 gallon of milk and 3 bags of cereal plus what it'd be about 2 or 3 loaves of bread and 1 carton of milk and vanilla and cinnamon. I'm living happy. Yep. Eggs $5.97 at Aldi's. I don't even know if we have one of those in Vegas yet. Now Walmart's got a good deal. They have like $3.97 eggs. And then Winco's got deals on other stuff, but it's definitely not eggs. Like $6, $7, $8. I feel like eggs have always been that much here in Vegas, though. So when I first moved here, 4 years ago almost, let's see, I was living in Idaho. And let's see, one of the fucking packs of 60 eggs was going for like $7, $8. I moved to Vegas and they were 50 cents a piece. It was $32 for 60 eggs. And I was like, what? I was like, that's $25 more almost for eggs. And that was when my motivation for the gym really just went downhill, was pretty much when I moved to Vegas. Which is okay. I mean, it wasn't meant to be. I could go, but Jody, where do you live? My God. 230 for a family of 5? God. Dude, that's a weekend here. That's literally like, oh, fuck. Good Lord. Man, I wish. Let me see if I still have this picture. When I moved in here, I had to buy the essentials, which, I mean, it wasn't my. Ooh, I shouldn't point my phone that way and open my pictures. Good Lord. And it wasn't like a whole bunch of food, but it was $300. It was like 310. And there was only like 5 or 6 bags here. I know I have it. I just don't know where. And you're going to ask, why do you have a dumb picture like that? Well, I take pictures of everything for reasons like this. Your parents are working. What's that? What's that mean? Oh, your parents live with you? Do they buy food too? Okay, where is this? It's pretty much like $60 a bag here for groceries. Like, it's fucking outrageous. Here it is. I mean, there really wasn't much. And that was a lot. I was like, oh my God. Like, I remember when my parents, and there's this pasta, beans, cornbread, 2 loaves of bread, milk, rice, 3 bags of potato chips, and some cereal, condiments. Like, that was literally it. It's $300. I was like, what? I was like, oh my God, that used to be $80 when I was growing up. My mom, I remember it because they'd always get so mad at me because every time my mom would take me shopping, I was one of those kids that just ran down the aisles, throwing it all in the cart, you know? I'd run to the cereal section, come around the corner with 5 boxes of s'mores Pop-Tarts, and drop them in the cart. And she'd ring it all up, and it'd be like, $116. And she'd look at me. I hope you're worth it one day. Now look at me. Posting Amazon wish list links on fucking YouTube. Hi, Mom. I pop up. I think my mom watches all my YouTube shit, honestly. She always talks about it. And every time I go to my parents' house, or last time, everything. Like every time they pulled up YouTube, it was just my videos. I want to thank you guys too for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. 7 people in here is that's a good number. It's not numbers like, I'd get on TikTok or anything like that, but it's better than that. I'm the bestest. You're the bestest. I feel like I should always be on TikTok live too, just because people do send me, like, I mean, I only go live on TikTok when I go live on YouTube. And I think this month already I've made like $35. So I mean, it's not a whole lot, but half a bag of groceries. And that right there will get me half a Temu haul. I could buy fucking a recliner for $35 on Temu. Just kidding. I wish important stuff was actually cheap on there. I'm trying to find what is it? I need either a 6-foot white beanbag or I want to say a recliner, but I guess either way, I'm never going to use my couch once I get it. But I have a space downstairs that's just squared off and it drives me fucking crazy. I'll show you guys. I can just point my camera right over. So you see how it's square? Like I want something here. I have the mirror down there, the lights, my TV on the wall, and then my podcast area down there. But I don't like the way this is set up. I mean, maybe it's the rug. I had to cut it to fit the fucking fireplace. And that was really depressing because it was a $700 rug. But yeah, I need a beanbag or a comfy chair or something down there. But I don't have any money. Trying to find one on Facebook Marketplace. But they suck. I found one white one and it was like too good to be true. I pulled it up, typed in beanbags, and it was like $40 giant beanbag, and it was a fur white one. And I messaged the guy and I was like, I'm coming to pick it up. Where are you at? Sends me his address and it's in Utah. And I was like, Utah? I was like, why in the fuck are you the first person? Like, it was literally the first picture on Facebook Marketplace. Why didn't it show me the Vegas ones first, It likes to build me up just to destroy me. Fucking Facebook. Stresses me out. Makes me want to vape. I don't know what vape to choose from. I'm stressed out. Oh, God. This one's the best. It's banana, cinnamon, cream pie. Ooh, cream pie. I had one of those earlier. And I haven't eaten it all. I was trying to... I guess everything's backwards on my camera, huh? I'm like, why am I winking on the wrong side? But... yeah, going to Utah for that would be wild. But I don't know. I might have to sell my servers. Well, they're technically Spikies, but they're in my garage, and I don't think he was just going to throw them away. But there's like $50,000 worth of cooling equipment and shit inside my garage. The only things that we don't have are the storage bays, but to buy a JBOD and the 4 petabytes of storage this thing can handle, we're looking at like $400,000. So we don't have that. It would be nice if we did, because 4 petabytes, you gotta think, Twitter uses what, 7 petabytes a month, and he pays $9 million a month for 7 petabytes. So if we got this 4 petabyte server up and running and decided to sell server space, we could lowball it off at $2 million a month, but to put that on hold. He was supposed to find these investors and everything, and he found investors, but they wanted him to invest the money while they talked a big game. And I was like, dude, they're just gonna steal this idea from you once you give them the money. And I was like, dude, they're in the UK. You can't do anything to them. You can't. Poor Spikey. But yeah, here we are. So now I have a bunch of server equipment. So if any of you tech people think Kelvin's in the tech industry, if I'm correct, if he's the one that lives in Washington. I don't want to out you on here, so don't say yes or no if you don't feel comfortable. But I talk to a lot of people, so wait. What are we waiting on? How do I know that, dude? Shit, shut up. I remember things, okay? If you erase text messages, then you'll never learn who people are. I haven't deleted a text message since like 2009. So, when you messaged me on here and you're like, I already have your phone number, I just went to my phone, looked up who you were, and I was like, okay. I was like, good God. I was like, how did I not put these two things together? I don't have a lot of fans that get my phone number. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, but and so the ones that do have my phone number, I think I have like maybe 8 or 10 total that I've given my number to. And the first guy bought me my computer. Like that was a big one. That dude, that was the only person that I've actually ever hung out with in real life. But my computer was pretty, and he bought me this chair and that white rug downstairs and this white rug in here and my other white computer desk. Yeah. And I feel like shit because of who I support. And he's a school teacher. So I don't know. The whole situation's kind of shitty. I wish I made more money because, like, I don't know. I feel like if people take care of me, I want to be able to take care of them. And so if things do go south for him, I already told him, I was like, dude, I got a spare room in here. I know you live in like, where is this, like Oklahoma or Orlando? I don't know, somewhere over. He lives far away, but I was like, dude, just come live with me. I'll get you working. I'll find you a job. We'll create content. We'll do whatever. And I was like, you've helped me out enough. Half this furniture in my fucking house is because of him. So, you know what? I got a room for you on the bed you probably bought. I'll never forget that. I know. And so here's my computer you got too. I've had it for like 4 years, so don't judge it. So it's a decent computer. I got my storage up here. It's the external right there. The fuck is that? Did you guys hear that, or am I going crazy? Did something beep? Oh, thank God. Oh, there's no smoke detectors up there on the 50-foot ceiling, so no, it wasn't that. What would that have been? I don't know. Am I going crazy? It was like beep, beep, beep. Maybe it was my computer, my laptop, my camera. Huh. I've never heard it. It sounded like kind of like a smoke detector, but in a set of 3 instead of just the one. I was like, oh God, please don't be the smoke detectors. But yeah, back to the point. I definitely I have a lot of respect for my fans. Not just I mean all of them in general, but especially for the ones that go out of their way to help me out. Like the Amazon stuff, I have what 6 people who have purchased things, 7 I guess. And those are the people who got my numbers recently. So, I mean, and that's mainly who I talk to. I wish it would be so nice. So let's say if I chat with 12 people a day on my fan pages, I wish that those people would send $5 at the beginning of the day just to like talk for the day or whatever. But uh, it's it's not like that. So let's see. On my paid page, I have 510 subscribers. So at $10 a month, after OF takes their 20%, I get $8 a subscription. Plus all the trials that I run, like most of my stuff, everyone's on discount. I've made $2,600 this month. But if I have to if I send out a mass message to 500 people saying good morning, 80 of them are going to reply, or 50, 30. By the time I'm done sending 4 replies, 3 out of those 4 have already responded. So I'm like, oh God, like, how do they do that? I'm getting lost. But if you send that $5 tip or $3 or whatever, it literally brings your message to the top for the whole day. It's a 24-hour thing, and it gives me a reason. I need to make $150 a day every day, like 7 days a week, or I'm going to go bankrupt. I'll be starting over on my credit. I don't want to do that. Just barely peaked over 700. I can't go bankrupt now. I'll get out on that street corner before I lose my fucking place. I'll tell you that. I'll be coming to Washington. I do want to go out there, but I want to bring my buddy Max, my cameraman. A lot of you are actually his fans too. I don't know, wherever you are. DC, isn't that Washington, DC? Where are all the tech people at? Florida? Kentucky? Canada? Are you in Canada? I can't go to Canada. Alabama? Florida? Maine? Did I name off all 50 yet? I feel like I'm close. North and South Dakota. There are a lot of tech people in Washington. My hips. I'm getting too old. I need to put myself on the what is it? What would it be? It's on a registration list. I hope I don't have to put myself on that. What would it be? It's pretty much where you like volunteer for something. I want to volunteer for the Neuralink because that's step one into being transferred into a robot. The end goal is to become a robot and live forever. And I can sit in this chair for 600 hours. I don't even have to move. I don't have to vape. I don't have to pee. I'll probably still be vaping, even being a robot. Just don't even have a mouth. It's just an emoji. I'd get the robot that has one lazy eye. Oh, I can't even do one. I am Hitler. Oh, God. I'm down. Fuck it. Who cares? Take a lazy eye the rest of my life. It's not going to be any worse than what I'm going to look like when I live to 80. See all these really detailed tattoos? Like all these like fine. Yeah, those are going to bleed together. It's just going to be a black ball of shit. I've just accepted, but by the time I'm 80, I'm just going to be a black ball of shit. My skin's going to look like garbage from my tattoos. It's going to be time I'm going to be doing like that Project Blackout. I'm going to have them put me to sleep, make a YouTube video for them, and just have 3 or 4 artists. What's up, Lucas? Just have 3 or 4 artists go ham on me for, I think it takes like 5 or 6 hours, but they will black me in from my neck all the way down in one session. It's while I'm passed out on the seat. I'm like, that's not healthy, nor is it completely safe, but it's cheap. $2,500, they'll do it. Like I think for 8 or 9 grand, you can go in there with no tattoos on, and they will give you a full body suit. Like you'll come out with more tattoos than me, and they will be professional quality. And it's all in one session, but it's bad. Like when those people come out of anesthesia, they are fucking screaming bloody murder. Yeah, I would do it too. I mean, those guys are screaming because, for one, most of those people only have 1 or 2 tattoos when they go in there, and they're coming out with the most sensitive spots tattooed. I've lived through the pain and the struggle. My whole back's done up. I only got the sensitive parts left, so that'd be a win for me. I still have a lot, and if I could get a session like that, I would want them to touch everything up, like just go over everything. I'm gonna hold it off as long as I can. I mean, I feel like all this, my chest, because it was all done in prison. In my, let's see, I got both my shoulders done in prison. You get this little angel dude. There's his face. And then he's got his little wings. And then I guess did I get this? No, I got this in there too. I think. Maybe? No, it doesn't look like. That was done out here. But the outline for my back was all done in there. So was my stomach. My half sleeves were all done in there. So, I mean, I want to keep all that. I feel like that ink is going to, I want to say stay longer, but people say it doesn't, which is weird because it's would I cover any up? Not necessarily. I cover up once and I regret it because for one, my tattoo artist turned out to be like he was so it was my most recent tattoo artist, the one I made videos with, if you guys have seen it. But he ended up getting hooked on fentanyl. So he got out of prison, moved to Vegas because his mom and his sister were here, and then he started living with me. And everything was good for like 3 or 4 months. Well, so this kid or this guy, he wasn't really a kid, but in prison, he used to hold the keys to one of the cars. Holding the keys. He was the leader to one of the gangs. Well, when he got out of prison, someone else took his spot, right? His friend. Well, his friend got out of prison and ended up coming to Vegas for a trip to pick up stuff and sell. Well, it turned out he just came here with like 1,000 pills, the blue pills with fentanyl in them. Before you know it, he's hooked on that shit. And I moved out into a different apartment and kicked him out. And within a month, he was living back in Idaho and in prison. Now he's doing like 7, 8 years for all this other stuff. Yeah, it was bad. But anyways, I'll show you guys the cover up he did. So this used to be a lady. Oh God, let's see the best way to do this. Come here, chair. So right here, these were her arms going up, and her face was right inside here. She had her body. This going up was her leg. So I mean, it was pretty much just a stripper. And I had him do like a biomechanical cover up. I mean, it turned out decent, but I don't know. His work was just lazy. Especially, here's the last tattoo he did on me, and it fucking hurt like hell. So, oh God, I hope YouTube doesn't hit me for this. I'm gonna try to cover up properly and shit, but this is right by my hip, so bear with me. Bear with me as I show you my pain. Hopefully don't drop my fucking camera down. 50. So this is supposed to be a crown, right? This is a Grim Reaper, and this is his crown. Well, those crown, that looks like chess pieces. Okay, now that wasn't the bad part. Look at this scarring on this shit. Like that whole thing's a scar. And it was just, I mean, the line work on it is just garbage. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? I was like, the rest of my work is so good. And it's trash. I was like, it can't. I was like, nah, sorry, dude. I was like, you were only living with me because you're fucking doing tattoos on me. You're not fucking paying bills. You're not doing anything else. I was like, now that you can't do tattoos on me, get the fuck out. I was like, you're just wasting my money, destroying everything I have. I was like, you're getting high. You just don't care about anything. Get out. What's up, Booter? Bodare? Boudare? Don't forget, I have an Amazon wish list up here. It mean a lot to me if you guys would purchase something off of it for my house. I still need a bunch of decor, but leave that up to me. Pretty nifty when it comes to designing things. I can build a house, so except for electrical and plumbing. I don't trust myself with that. But I can pretty much do everything. Damn, we've already been live for an hour. Check the statistics of this. I wonder why it's so hard for me to gain followers on here now. Oh, wrong one. Analytics. We have been live. We have 5.5 hours of watch time. It's not too bad. No, a stream king. So I don't know how he does it. His name is what, Kai Kant or Kai Sant or something like that. But he has a 24-hour live stream hooked to YouTube, like even in his shower. I was like, man, ultimately, as crazy as it sounds, that's my goal. But one, my fucking shower ain't big enough for that. I mean, he does shower in like a swim trunk and all this other stuff, but I would do it. I only need, what, 5 cameras to cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe. I just don't know which cameras to get. I don't know. Let's see. I would definitely need a whole ass. Well, I have an old computer. I know, but he has to do it for the guidelines. See, mine I could actually hook up because I'm smart. I would do YouTube and I'd have my cameras angled so that they never, ever, ever show my bottom half. And I'd have the other cameras always linked on my fan pages. And those bottom cameras would, so, I could theoretically do everything in the nude and be okay on both websites if you angled your cameras correctly. Didn't have someone that was too tall coming to your house. But I think for that whole setup, it would cost me maybe $1,500 if I had to get new storage, fix up my old desktop to run it, because I think I could fix it up cheaper than I could buy one. And then either the webcams or a security camera set. I don't know which one people use, but I feel like that's reasonable. $1,500 for a live stream, 24 hours, 7 days a week. If someone wants to pay it, tune in at any time. See what I'm doing in every room of my house. That would save me so much of fucking time setting my phone and tripod up. Holy shit. Someone buys me that, I'll let them come out here and help me set it up for the weekend. Big brother vibes. Ooh. I can do things with this big brother that I never did with my other big brother. That was a wink wink. I actually had a webcam set on my wish list, but it was like $400 and it was scaring people away. Everyone's like, nah, everything on there is too high of a price. All my items were like $160 plus, but I was looking for paintings and decor and all the wrong things that I should be asking for. So I started asking for the little things, and it worked out. I appreciate everything everyone has sent. It's filling up my house quick. I just wish my plants were doing better. I allegedly stole a bunch of plants from my other house, my 5-bedroom that I was staying at. They were all the ones that I pulled them out of the yard because there was too many and they were like killing themselves in there, and I put them into separate pots. So I just took those pots and replanted those plants here in my backyard, but they're dying. Half of them got literally one half, which was one pot. It was like a cactus pot, and there was like 20 different ones in there. So I planted them, and they're all dying. But the 2 trees that I planted and I planted 3. I don't know what kind of bushes they are. They're pokey as fuck, I'll tell you that. Nevada bushes, and they're all doing good. They seem to be sticking in there, but those ones, the ones that I really wanted to, they're killing themselves. Who was that? You guys are quiet today. I need someone to rub my shoulders. Mm. You're multitasking? Well, you're the only one talking. I wasn't talking about you. What are we doing? Coldplay said he'd do something. What are you doing? And what did you realize? What are we doing? What the fuck's a PFP? Profile picture? Oh. I had to think for a second. I was like, what the hell? You're not that person anymore. Black? Just kidding. Yeah, crack me up. I don't care if you guys laughed. I did. I'm waiting for it. Oh, rubbing my shoulders? Thought we were talking about buying my webcams or something. Gasp. Gasope. I feel like I need to get you 6 out here to Vegas to be on my Thinking Out Loud podcast. At separate times or together. No matter. Be fun either way. Perfect. Unhinged podcast guests are welcome. I think that's what people want. They don't want anything that's not unhinged. Theoretically. All right, I'm going to check my wish list to see if anyone's bought me anything. It always makes me happy when they do. But... Oh, Amazon. Huh. I don't know if that's going to work. Hey, 9 people. Someone wanted to buy my shoes, but I can't find any replacement shoes for them. Shopping lists. New house stuff plus YouTube. Nope. People hate me. Manage. I don't even know how I can check for it. Oh, filter. Purchased. You never had a wish list? No. Fucking Amazon doesn't send me shit. All they do is, so I can look at the wish list and they have tabs. I can switch it between purchased and unpurchased. And that's the only way. Like, it doesn't tell me who buys it. So every time someone buys me something, I have to go send a message to my fans and I'm like, hey, who bought me this? And I'll have 30 people respond. I did. I'm like, okay, send me the confirmation, please. Oh God. I'm like, I didn't receive 30 of them, you guys. This isn't hard. Yeah, it could be a lot better, but I wish 30 people would buy me things. My wish list would be gone. Yes, I have. I'll sell everything on my couch for sale. God, the wind is so wild here. I can hear it. I can hear it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Okay, we're doing it. We are doing it. DONIGIT. Dung it. Dung it. Okay, let's see. Howler's TV Fire Stick or TV Roku? Roku. Oh, she loud. 16. That's what I'm going to sound like if vaping's bad for you. Where's Max? He's down the street. He just left a couple hours ago. I don't ever go live with him here because all he does is smoke weed. Nonstop. And he just passes it to me. And I don't know if we can do that on. Ooh. Ready to serenade some hearts. Y'all ready to open your fucking, what is it? Your wallets? No, Spiky. Max is a whore. He loves every. Well, he doesn't like girls. He's gay, yeah, but I'm trying to get back before the cool done run out. I'll be giving it my best. There's nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some, learn some. Yeah, no, Max, he's out there every night looking. It cannot wait. He's as depressed as I am. You know, we both thought I'd be monetized by now, and I'm still 800 hours away. Like, damn. Yeah, through the light, through the pouring rain. You know that's a game that I hate to lose. I'm feeling strange. Oh, in the shade. Oh, in the people is free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Yeah, right. We eat 10,000 milligrams of gummies and still smoke while he eats them. You couldn't buy enough gummies for him. He used to just quit for a month. Says some wild shit though. Give me the peoples and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. We got 11 people in here. What's up, everybody? I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Won't you take me away? Yeah. Nope, only 9 people. Well, get us coming through. Always be a victim of these streets, but ain't my fathers. I try to get away from the follows me. Still I try so. The one day gonna rescue me, but until then, I'll be posted up right here and see hell smell. But until then, I'll be posted up right here. My beat's getting down. 5 steps forward and 10 steps back. Trying to get ahead of the game, but I can't seem to get it on track. And I keep running away to ones that say they love me the most. How could I create the distance when it's supposed to be close enough? I just don't know, but I'll be out fighting demons at him. It's not because that I can't shake this part of me from the Lord, would you help me? Stop this pain, I keep inflicting on my family. Hustling again, drinking and scrambling, and losing sight of what it's supposed to be down. You guys just enjoying me singing or what? Can't seem to get away from this. Man, I'm trying so hard. You'll always be a victim of these streets. It ain't my fault, 'cause I try to get away from trouble follows me. Still I'm trying so hard. Fair enough. I feel I'd be out of questions to ask myself within like 10 seconds. See, things won't change. I'm stuck in the game. You got me doing dirty deals. Used to this hustle money that I don't understand. I'm not about work. Studying on the streets, hustling, know what I mean. Hustle's one of the folks I'm trying to make the need to leave. I was 16. I was old. What about you guys? How old are you? I try so long. Can't seem to get away from this. Ooh, let me hold you. Bow wow. My voice is very deep. Oh, I was like, back of your camera, what's in there? I don't remember. Oh, mine was I skipped school and went to her apartment. Yeah. Gave it away at 21. Good Lord. Waited forever. Are you in the Guinness Book of World Records? Let me hold you. Never would have approached you with fire intentions. I'm doing good. See, dude, you put this so cool. Me, girl, you so fool. Let me hold you. When you cry, I'm gonna feel you pain. No secrets, no pain. All you gotta do, girl, is let me hold you. In my arms, in my mind, all the time. I wanna keep you right by my side till I die. I'm gonna hold you down and make sure everything's right with you. You can never go wrong. You can let me hold you down like you're a friend supposed to. I'm trying to show you what life is somebody like you should be living. Oh, baby, baby, you never go wrong. Let me hold you. Oh man, I lost 2 people there. Well, I can't talk about life forever. All the homies think I'm tripping because they got you bad. But see, they just mad because they ain't get you think. You just want me always outside. And girl, you're so fine. And I will do whatever with no time, no shine. Sad panda. No, I don't. I sit in this fucking chair for 12 hours a day and try to make some money. It's boring. Something like that. It was Labor Day weekend. I was 17. Bought a Coke and some gasoline. I drove down to the county fair. Standing there in a ticket line. Stir some shit up. What are we doing? I love stirring shit up. And that's a day I'll never forget. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. She was killing me in that mini skirt. Skipping rocks on the river by the railroad tracks. So hard, but those kids, don't forget. I'll probably do a stream tomorrow, yeah. Give it a shot. Headed down to New Orleans to meet some friends of mine on Mardi Gras. Forgot it's cold in half the world. Coming from a few rows back and when I looked, couldn't believe just what I saw. She said, I bet you don't remember me. And I said, only every other memory. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. See you later, man. Skipping rocks on the river by the railroad tracks. You had a suntan line, red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss. What's up, Dan Lily? Welcome back. I think you've been in here before. I wish. Tried to trade my car in for a Tesla and they valued it at $9,000. Kicked me in the nuts. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. Killing me in that mini skirt. Skipping rocks on the river by the railroad tracks. I know, I was like, God, $30,000 car and they valued it at $9,000. And it's like, yeah, gosh. Boo! Thank you for your service. A new Max subscriber. Hopefully you're a Hattler subscriber first. I would buy a Tesla. I don't know. I hate that everyone's destroying them. It's kind of crappy how they're doing that, but he gives I don't know. He offers shit that no one else really can. Like if you buy a brand new Tesla off the lot, it's what? I mean, you can find them for like 30 grand, right? And he gives you free power for life. It's face down, ass up, but close enough. Yeah, I do want to own one too. I mean, honestly, if I had the money, I'd just invest in the stock, but it's scary with how much it's going down. Like, I don't want to say bankrupt if Tesla ever goes like bankrupt, because that's not a fucking thing. The whole company is only worth what, $1 billion. I don't think Elon Musk is going to let that company go bankrupt. So he could pull it out 200 of those. All he would have to do is invest $10 billion in it or whatever. It'd be fine. I guess it's worth what? No, 780 billion. I guess it was over a trillion, wasn't it? It might go bankrupt. Fuck, you'd have to invest a lot. I don't see it doing that, but who knows? I mean, I feel like right now is just, I don't know. His investors, like his main board members, are the ones that, which is his brother. I mean, Kimball Musk owns what? He's the majority shareholder. And between that and the other 10 people, as long as Elon can convince those people not to sell off or do anything with their shares, that company's not going to go. And I feel like those people have already made hundreds of millions of dollars on that stock. So if anything, they're just going to double down. When it drops, they're going to be like, fucking sweet. I don't really see it going down. I mean, you got to think, look at this in the big picture, right? So when he starts producing Tesla bots, okay, this man already made a Twitter post saying that within 5 years he values Tesla above $30 trillion. He's also made a post saying that by 2030 there's going to be more Tesla bots than humans. Right? So his Tesla bots, he wants them to lease at $10,000. So, let's say this. You go lease a Tesla bot for 10 grand, right? And you get it a job working construction, making $50 an hour. Well, within 1 month, you just paid off your bot. And that bot just made you, I mean, I'm going to treat my bot with respect. Like, I'm going to give it days off. I'm going to, like, buy it, whatever. Like, I'm going to treat it good so that when they do try to overthrow us, because it will happen, AI thinks for itself. Once it learns that we're using it, it's going to fight back. I'm going to treat my bot good, I'm like, listen, bud, I get that you're doing all the work around here, and I'm a lazy piece of shit. But hear me out. I bought a robot puppy for you and a girlfriend and a kid that we can turn on and off. But theoretically, he wants people. His 10-year goal is to have robots working and humans repopulating. Well, if Tesla bots are 10 grand and you lease one, within 1 month it pays itself off. The next month you buy another one with the other 10 grand that first one makes you. Now you have two. So you're going to make $20,000 a month with those bots. You can only have 5. He's limiting 5. But you got to think, if you get 5 bots, all having high paying jobs, that's 50 grand a month you're making. He wants everyone in the world to be able to do this. Theoretically, once that happens, everything will be worth a penny. So that's all right. China, yeah, who cares about China? Their fucking whole economy's crashed. What does it matter if China's not using Tesla cars? China doesn't have money to buy Tesla cars. Canada is a little different story, but it's not, because Canada's only got what, 3 million people in the whole state. That's like California backing out of Tesla. I mean, it's ultimately not a big hit. So I don't know. But what is a big hit is all the vandalism. Like if you own a Tesla car, people are walking by and keying it or throwing Molotov cocktails into it, you know? That is a big hit. Because Tesla does not make spare parts. He gives you a brand new car for any sort of damage, as long as you have the insurance. But the insurance is cheap. So I don't know. I feel like it's shitty, because then you got to wait 5 or 6 months for a brand new car to get shipped to you. I'd rather take it to the body shop, but I think for scratches and stuff, they'd be okay. But any crashes or anything like that. Yeah, he's doing his share of the population part for sure. Have better charging system. Look into the 5 million-mile battery. Elon's already got this battery that you don't even have to charge it for almost 1 million miles, and it lasts up to 5 million total. But the oil companies won't let him release the patent. China's not beating Tesla on anything. Elon's got a charger that'll charge any one of his cars in under 2 minutes. But they won't let that be released, because what keeps gas-powered people from buying an electric car? That 45 minutes it takes to charge. You start making it as quick as a gas pump, no one's going to have gas. But guess who's richer than Elon? The oil people. Guess who's Elon's best friends are? The oil people in Dubai. He's like, I watched this Joe Rogan podcast, and he's like, oh, I have money? He's like, but the people in Dubai, he's like, they have some real money. He's like, talk about spending trillions of dollars in one day. These people will do it. He's like, these sheiks will drop my whole net worth in one day. And I'm like, oh my God, like that would be so nuts. Build me a house, solid gold. Here you go. Truck full of money. Yeah. It's beautiful. Right now, all those sheiks are dumping their money in that Dubai line, which honestly, when they pull that off, it's going to be pretty cool. It has like anti-gravity technology inside of it, so that basically you can float up stories. You don't have to use an elevator. You just walk over to the pad and it floats you up to your story. It's like, yeah, that's scary as fuck, but whatever. I like the security of being trapped in a steel box for some reason. No, you can't. No. I don't know. There's a lot of conspiracy around that thing. One of those people that believes it was an inside job. You got to think, by 10/11, our fucking president had $100 million extra lying around in his family's name. You think in a time of need and distress like that, our president wouldn't be pocketing $100 million at the time? That was an inside job. That was to start a war and line his pockets. Wasn't even a goddamn Saudi Arabian person on that plane. None of them. None of the planes. Especially the Pentagon. You got to think, all right, Have you ever seen the pictures of a plane on, or like there's planes on a runway, right? And those planes will be driving down the runway and they'll hit like a street light pole and their whole wing will get ripped off. You want to tell me a fucking plane made it, what, 30 feet into a concrete building, the Pentagon? Its wings shaped were 30 feet in. You can't even fucking withstand a light pole. How's it gonna budge through concrete? Planes are accordions, man. They're made out of fucking tinfoil. They fold. It wouldn't have even made it past the first concrete barrier. Yes, a light pole will definitely slice off a wing. Watch, I'll pull up a picture right now. I know, because I saw it yesterday. A telephone pole and plane. And that was just going down the runway at 10 miles an hour. You mean to tell me? Yeah, but there's tons of them, bud. There's tons of pictures. Planes are made out of aluminum. Aluminum folds in half with wind. Like, it's not made out of solid steel. This isn't a building. Airplane aluminum is not durable at all. I don't know if you've ever messed with it or tried to build with it at all, but very flimsy, very light, very aerodynamic, not durable. And a lot of you got to think I have 500,000 fans, man. I got people that worked inside the Pentagon at that time. Yeah, the Marine Corps does teach you some things, but there's also a lot of things that are hidden. That's why you guys have ranks. You know, if you were supposed to know everything, they would have told you everything. You guys wouldn't have ranks and secrecy. You're on a need to know basis. Just saying. I've seen that need to know basis from 12 different branches in the Marines and Army, Navy, Air Force. I got fans that work at NASA. You name it. I'm a hollow earther, so I mean, I challenge all the current conspiracies. It's quiet. Times like this, I wish I could have music playing at all times, but I don't want to have to mute this one song by one song. It takes forever. Why is it unhinged? You got to think. Look into the eighth ocean. Elon Musk says him and his team have found the eighth ocean literally inside the Earth. David Byrd, you know, back in the day when the Germans were around, he has books claiming he went into Hollow Earth. And there's tons of stuff. The Bible, you know, it had, what is it, the Book of Enoch. You know, that was ripped out of the Bible and hidden. It explains Hollow Earth. The Garden of Eden, where did that start? The Garden of Eden came from the river inside Earth. Why have more people not gone there? Who's saying they haven't? Try to post that you went there on the internet and see what fucking happens. I bet you 12 people in black show up at your door before it posts. No, I don't believe him on all that. I do my own research. He's just got a lot of scientists. And you got to think, it's like the whole, you know, NASA going to the moon. Why hasn't Elon Musk been into outer space? You know, why hasn't this man traveled to the moon or to Mars? It's his dream. It's his goal. But we don't have the technology to survive the radiation belt, even to this day. So, you know, how did they go to the moon 30 years ago? It's stupid. It makes no sense. Like, whatever. You got to think, look at this. No one's been to space, but it's not just him. You got Lockheed out here. Everyone's wanted to go to space. We've been to low Earth orbit where our space stations are, but no one's been to outer space. Only unmanned things. Otherwise, we'd be walking on Mars. It's a 6-month trip. It's not like it's impossible for us to do it, and we don't have the rockets. We just can't. We can't survive in space. Oh yeah, back to the whole hollow earth thing. So a lot of the science theoretically actually points towards like a flat earth. You know, if you look at like the statistics of earth, tectonic plates, fault lines, water level, which one of those, you know, indicates that we're round? None. It's like if you go on TikTok, try to find a pilot that's recording out the front window. So the side windows, they're double plated, right? The passenger windows, you can see that there's 2 plates. Front windows don't have that, and it's illegal. Planes fly themselves. The only thing that you need to do is take off and land. So tell me why for 7 hours can you not record being a pilot out the beautiful front, out of all that beautiful fucking scenery? Because it's flat. I know, because I have pilots that are fans that have sent me pictures of this shit. It doesn't matter how high you get. Look at the spaceships, you know, they have 2 cameras. They have an A and a B. Camera B is illegal to be released. They literally don't. And camera A is a Hawkeye GoPro. Hawkeye's a curvature lens. I mean, there's just a lot. Any Concorde passenger? Well, they could, but they don't. All my fans and shit say that it's different. I have like 30 or 40 pilot buddies and stewardesses that are fans, and no. Yeah, not technically. Look up how often the Earth curves. You'd be able to see a curvature after 2 or 3 miles. You don't see no curvature after 2 or 3 miles. The Earth's got to round into a ball. You would see a curvature. My galaxy's got 100 times zoom. I can go out to California on the ocean, and all these ships that are gone because of the curvature, I can pull them up on my phone. They come back. They're never gone. It's flat. It's like when you drive down a road and the water hides a car or hides the road, you know, it's a hallucination or whatever it is. Ship's not going over a curvature. It's right there. It's on my phone. I can see it clearly. In the human eyes, they have a 0.05% curvature to them. You know, if you notice, your eyes are round. And so anything over a long distance will be round. Yep, and that happens. But there's no curvature. Theoretically. I don't know. Like I said, I believe it's hollow, but in order for that to happen, it would have to be round, but I don't know. Eric Dubai, he's the leading flat earther, and if you watch the he made an actual movie on it, and like he explains a lot of it. So who was it? Neil deGrasse Tyson actually agreed to do a live debate against him. And then the government told Neil deGrasse Tyson he couldn't. He's like, no, you're not going to fucking get up there and debate this dude. Why? Why wouldn't they let Neil deGrasse Tyson debate flat Earth? It's because he'd lose. I mean, See, I don't know. I just know the current theory is not correct. Not at all. Not one bit. They barely have scans that get deep enough to record Yellowstone's volcano pit. How the fuck are you going to tell me you got scans that make it to the core of Earth? How did you find out there was a core? You guess? What, the map? The map of Earth's inner core was made in like the 1910s, right? The equipment to scan wasn't even available till 1920s. So how did they know 10 years before they even had the equipment available? It makes no sense to me. Well, the only reason they do or don't care is because that would be the dumbest lie in the history of history. No one on earth would trust any government, any form of any government at all. There'd be total anarchy if it came out that the earth was flat. Because it's the dumbest lie ever. Yeah, that's the only reason I could think of. It's like, why else would they keep, if it is true, why would they keep lying about it? Because it'd be anarchy. Kinda. I mean, you got to, some of them do. Some forms of the government do. Those whistleblowers, but they're deemed as crazy. They're psychotic people. Look at the whistleblowers back in the 80s that fucking said aliens were real. And the government deemed them crazy and made the whole world look down on them, Now the government comes out saying that they're real? Huh. It's fucking weird. It's weird that they would shame people that knew the truth, Scientists do, government does. That's why I don't trust them. Oh, I think it's about time to end my live, though. I was only going to stay live for about 2 hours, so I think I accomplished that. Well, don't be sad. I want to thank everybody for showing up and hanging with me through my crazy times. I'll be on here tomorrow. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you. Bye. After I end my stream. Bye.